Hi guys, it is Nicole, aka Addicted2Yarn, and I am here to do another podcast in the same month I just did my last podcast. So, I know, don't fall out of your chairs. I made a resolution that I would do podcasting more regularly, and here I am following through on the resolution. So, welcome everyone. Welcome the OGs, welcome the noobs. I am glad that I get to spend some time with you and show you some of the things that I have been working on. And yes, you may notice that I am in a different setting today. I am smack dab in the middle of a momcation. What is a momcation, you ask? Well, it is when there's a lot of stuff on the horizon. My husband's job is about to get crazy demanding and some traveling going on, and just it's a crazy time of the school year for homeschooling, and I'm doing 3 curriculums, and so my brain has been like spinning. And my husband yesterday was like, get a room and get out of the house and just chill by yourself for the night. And I was like, yes please, immediately. And so yeah, so here I am. No kids, a little bit weird, but my kids do keep FaceTiming me though, just I think to make sure that I'm really like just that far away. But yeah, so anyways, momcation. I'm not completely alone here though. I do have my furry friend. Say hi, Nobby. So okay, let's dive in to the yarny stuff. Let's start with FOs, shall we? And I even got some notes going on, like, what is this about? Okay, so let's start with finished objects. These are my Tunisian disc cloths. So one of my crafty resolutions this year was to learn how to Tunisian crochet. So I watched a tutorial online. This light's not the best here. There's like no, it's getting to be evening time, and so there's no natural light. So I do apologize for everything if it's blown out. So yeah, I learned the Tunisian simple stitch, and I made just a square, really, and it's curled up on the sides. I wasn't really a fan of the curled up sides, although I will totally use this at home. So I tried it again, and with this one, it's doubled. And so what I did was, and I think that this one's cool the way that it shows the stitch a little differently because of the way that the color has worked up. I made like a long strip, and then I folded it over itself, and then I just did a border around the whole thing. And so this is going to be a nice top pad. And I even made a fancy little doodad on top so that I could hang it in my kitchen. So those two are my Tunisians. I actually am working on a third one, and I had a helpful hint for those of you that may have, like myself, bought a set of cheapy Tunisian crochet hooks on Amazon. I got a set of 12 hooks for, I want to say it was like $7 on Amazon Prime. And the only like trouble with it was that it was very sticky. And I don't know if it had more to do with the cotton that I was using or if it was the hook itself. But I got a dryer sheet. I just have plain Bounce, Free and Clear or something, the clear ones, because my son has crazy allergies. So it's like a Free and Clear one, and I just rubbed it on the inside, all around, inside this groove right here, and it slides better. So I don't know if you have Tunisian crochet hooks, or if you have some of the like bamboo needles that have the cord in the middle. I would recommend trying that. So because I didn't like the super stickiness of it, but I did like it once. It was a little more slippy. So that's that. I also made a little friend, little porg friend. This is from the latest Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi. These little bird-like creatures become Chewbacca's friends, and so they made a cute little porg. I've been seeing people do these on the internet, and I'm like, cute, must have. And it has already been claimed by my eldest child. So, yes, this is Mr. Porg. I'll put him right there. The next finished object that I have is a sock. This is a crocheted, what's the name of it? This is a lacy crocheted sock out of the book Step Into Crochet, and I have it right here. It is called the Pull-In Socks? Pull-In Socks, yes. It's called the Pull-In Socks. It is a pattern by Ron Strong, who is really good at writing crochet sock patterns. Highly, highly recommend him. But yeah, it fits pretty good. It took a little bit of finagling because the toe, I think that my feet are wider than maybe the model or the person that he had created this for. So I had to play with it a little bit and make part of it wider and then do a little shaping on another part. And so, yeah, but I love how it turned out. I am working on the second sock, so hopefully these will be done next time. My friend Kendra is making a pair, so we'll be twinsies. And I'm excited. So that is another finished object. On the same subject, well, on the subject of crocheted socks, I have somewhere in my bag of tricks. Oh my goodness, you just should have seen me. I was checking in for one night, and I have like this huge bag, another huge bag, like all my projects that I didn't want to leave home without so that I can record. And they kind of gave me a little side eye because they're like, you really know that you're only going to be here for one night. It's not that serious. But little do they know, it is that serious. So, okay, here is my next finished objects. Here are my next finished objects. These are the Basic Sock by Ron Strong out of the book New Methods for Crocheted Socks. I made this pair out of, I want to say that this is the Patton's Wool-Free Sock, and I think it's in the color, I want to say, Fruit Stand. Isn't that pretty? They're so cozy. I cannot wait. I could not wait to show them to you because now I'm going to put them on. Not right this minute, but after we're done talking. So, okay. So the socks. I also have finished... Oh, yeah, a scarf. It's in here. This is just your basic double crocheted socks. I did create some appliques that look like R2-D2. And this is going to a friend's daughter for her birthday. She is going to be 12, and they are going on a trip abroad, and it's going to be chilly when they're going there. And so I thought, and she loves Star Wars. So I thought, you know what, she would really appreciate probably a cute scarf to wear around. She's very knit-worthy. That family is very knit-worthy. Now these aren't really finishes, but I don't know why I put them in under finished objects. These are kind of like little pieces of a big project that are done, so I guess they're kind of works in progress. I showed you the AT-AT walker that I'm working on for my little man for his birthday, which is March 4th. So that is the deadline for this guy. It has almost 30 pieces that you have to like sew together. It's going to be a bear. I'm not looking forward to that. That's probably why this went on about a year timeout, because I can totally breeze through the pieces, but then putting them together, I'm not excited about it all. So, okay, anyways, feet are done. I did 4 feet this week, and I was like, that's enough of this. Okie dokie. Socks, scarf, lace. Okay, I think that we're ready for works in progress. So, works in progress, I have, let's see, we'll start with this guy. This is my first attempt. I talked about it last time, how I was going to make a blanket out of corner to corner that was the Star Wars blanket. Well, I got into this one, and I decided for my first one that I didn't want to do too many colors, so I just picked a graph that had 2 colors, the gray and the black, and it is the Imperial Insignia. And so I started getting into it, and I was like, wow, this thing's going to be huge. And if all of them are this huge, the blanket is going to take forever. And so I was thinking, okay, I don't know if, and then another thing I noticed was with corner to corner, nobody told me about the billions of ends there are to weave in. Because for every row, there's just, even if you only have 2 colors, you have a ton of ends to weave in. I even bought like 12 bobbins because I thought, oh yeah, I'll just, and the way that it worked up, the colors didn't start the same on every row, and so I kept having to cut them and weave them in anyways. And the bobbins were getting all mixed up with each other and driving me nuts. And so I am down to 1, and that's only for these 2 boxes on the end right here. So, so I am going to finish this square though. It is going to turn into a pillow though. I'm not going to continue to do corner to corner for all the graphs. I want to do the graphs, but I think that I want to do like Tunisian kind of graphs, color work. There you go. I want to do it out of Tunisian crochet. So I liked the idea, and I actually like how it's coming out, and I think it'll be a really cute pillow, but I do not want to deal with all the ends, and yeah, so anyways, little change of plans, but I learned corner to corner, so that is good. And how to switch colors. You can learn anything on YouTube. Anytime you want to know anything, somebody's got a tutorial for it. Okay, so this is going, I think, to get frogged, which I'm a little bit bitter about because I bought a bunch of this yarn. I wanted to make, this isn't really yarn, this is thread, size 3 thread, and I have a big table, kitchen table, and I wanted to have something in the middle that I could put stuff on so that it wasn't like scratching my table, and so I thought a thick doily, not a really dainty one. We've got kids and stuff, so that's just, I want something that could withstand a lot of washing and, yeah, usage. So I found a pattern that I liked. This is the pattern right here. I found a pattern that I like, and of course, it's not already, there we go. It's going to look like this, and I just think it's cute, pretty. I think that it will look good in the middle of a big table. So it's called a Majestic. And I got it out of a book. Is that the name? It's a leisure arts book on that I got at Joann's that just has a bunch of doily patterns in it. So I have started it, and I used exactly the hook that it asked for. It said to use a D hook with this, and it is wavy because I feel like it's wavy because I feel like I need to go up a hook size. So I'm going to frog this and start this over with an F hook. But I love how it's turning out. See, this is the beginning of a pineapple right there. So it's going to have pineapples all around. It's going to be cool. I'm going to like having this on my table. There was that. I told you that I was working on the friend of this one, the lacy crocheted sock. That is a work in progress. And now we will just get a couple project bags and see what we see inside. Oh yes, this is called the Mesh Berry Crochet Pullover. I think I showed this to you last time. I've finished the shaping for the yoke part. I was here last time, so I've done 3 or 4 rows since I showed it to you last. But I love how the colors, and I don't know that you can see them really well because of this lighting here, but this is a mandala, Lion Brand mandala skein, and I love how it's already looking. It's just happy colors, and so I'm excited to see how it progresses. that is a mesh berry crochet pullover. Also, I am working on yes, this. It's called the Eurygenia shawl. It looks like it is a crocheted shawl again. And, oh, for goodness sakes. Where are you? There you are. It looks like this. I believe it's a free pattern on Ravelry. And I love this yarn, and I love how it's working up so far. This is what it looks like so far. And I love the drape. Do you see how floppy it is? It's going to look so just nice, and the drape's going to be perfect. The only rub on this project is this yarn is 4 separate strands of basically embroidery, you can see it right here, of embroidery floss. So as you can imagine, the hook has like kind of gotten caught in it a few times, but I love this yarn so much I'm willing to deal with the high maintenance of it. This is what the color is gonna look like. See, I love those color changes. It looks like this and comes in a handy dandy bag, and it's called Trendsetter Yarns, and they have a website, trendsetteryarns.com. This is color number 211, Turks to Violets. So yeah, I'm excited to see this work up. It feels like a cotton. I think it's 52% cotton, 48% acrylic, but it feels like cotton and hangs like a cotton. So I love it. I love it. So that's that. Let's get something knitted, shall we? My next project is by Dragon Horde Yarns, who is Tristan. And it is tangled up right now, so give me a second. This is the Changing Staircases shawl, and I love the texture of it. I'm doing it on Chowgoose size 5. I am using Knit Picks Chroma in Fingering in the colorway Red Velvet, and I love it. This is going to be such a happy shawl when I'm done. I can't wait. So yeah, that's this. And again, I like the drape. The one thing I do not like, though, is it's a 1-ply, and so I think you can see here, this is a spot where it got really, really thick, and there are a few spots where it's thin, but I mean, I don't think it's going to be super obvious when I'm wearing it, so I'm just going to keep going. Plus, it's a 1-ply, so I'm not ripping back, so it's just going to keep going. It's a nice, simple potato chippy pattern that you're just wanting to do one more row, and so those are the kind of patterns that I like. Are we almost there? We are almost there. The next project that I have going on is called the Urban Stripes Shawl. And it is by, is it Zines and Roger. It looks like this. It is a paid for pattern on Ravelry. I don't know, I feel like there's a pattern that is better at showing, yes. So it's stripy. It's cool. I like it. It's stripy. And so that is what it is going to basically look like. And when I saw it, I was thinking that kind of looks a little bit reminiscent of Seahawks colors. So I was envisioning my blue, my gray, and the green. And so I've gotten a little start on the blue. Actually, a good start on the blue. I'm about ready to change to my next color, which is going to be the gray, and the third color is going to be the green. So I am going to be excited. I was hoping to get this done by the Super Bowl, because every year we have a Super Bowl party at our house, and I always like to have something handmade that I made that year that is in our team colors, which are these colors. Well, these are actually the old school colors. They have updated their uniform logo colors since, but I like these ones. So, yes. So that is the Urban Stripes shawl. And I think that is everything that I brought to show you that I am working on. I wanted to talk a little bit about future projects. I am going, oh goodness, of course, I couldn't get my printer to work before I left home. I was sending the job over wirelessly to our printer, and it was like, your printer is busy. And it was saying printing page 1, you know, whatever, it's busy. And I was like, it is not busy. I went in there 3 times, nothing was on the printer, so I didn't have time to deal with that. But I was gonna show you, it's a sweater. It's a crocheted sweater. It's called the Bracken sweater, and it is really nice looking. So I'm hoping to start on that before the next time I come on. Another thing that I want to make is, I love the Stephen West eyeball shawl. If you guys haven't seen it, it is cool. It has like a black circle in the middle, obviously, and then it's going to have a color, and then it has basically the white of the eye, and then it has brioche on the end, on the edges, that's reminiscent of like eyelashes, and I was like, oh my goodness, I love it, but I think it would be fun to make it in a crocheted pattern. And so I looked, and the crochet patterns for eyeball shawls that we were coming up with when I was looking with a friend online last night were super janky. Like, I'm just saying, like, some people, like, it wasn't even like a round eye in the middle. It was like, I don't know. It was very angular and very not like a realistic at all. So, and you know, it could be an abstract eye, so janky may have been a little harsh, but it's just not what I was looking for. So, my friend Kendra, who is Hooked by Happenstance, we were on chatting together last night, late at night, and she actually was trying to work up the math for it, because obviously easy doing a circle, easy doing another circle around it. The only tricky part would be like kind of the outside, and I get where she was going with how it would work out, but I just was like, I want to make it. I don't want to figure it out. I think that sometimes when you have like, by the end of the day, your brain is like mush, the people that really enjoy making patterns, it can be relaxing and fun for them to figure out like all the math and sizing for a brand new pattern. But for me, it's like, yeah, I don't know if I want to figure all that out. I just kind of want to work on it. And so she, though, Kendra, is really good at making up patterns, and she enjoys it. That's her thing. And so she was like starting a little eyeball. By the time we got off, it was like a little mini baby eyeball, and it looked really good. So hopefully we'll come up with something, because I'm thinking about like fringing the outside of the eye instead of like trying to do like some kind of color work or like brioche-esque crocheted thing. I'm thinking, how cute would fringe be? And it could be like the eyelashes. Yeah? No? Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm just excited to do an eyeball shawl. Another thing that I'm going to do is a Kirby. My daughter wants a Kirby for her birthday. Her birthday is March 18th. And so a Kirby she will have. So yes, okay, so those are the things that are on the horizon that may very well all be started by the time I come back on, because I'm trying to do every 2 weeks. This last time was 3 weeks since last time I made a video, and so I am doing it, you guys. I'm excited. I am so inspired. I have seen so many good podcasts lately. I don't even have a list in front of me, so I'm not even going to start naming them off, because I know that I'll forget people. And but I am so enjoying all your projects. I love interacting with you guys on Instagram, Facebook, groups. I want to make all the things. And there are so many people that have the same interests and quirks, and I just love our community so much. So, I think, I guess maybe just a little bit about what I have been up to since I saw you guys last time. Earlier this week, my husband and I took the kids to Monterey. We went to the aquarium, which, by the way, is super expensive to get into. It's like $50 for an adult to get in for a day and $40 for a older child, $30 for like 2 and up or 3 and up. But since we homeschool, they have these special days that you could sign up for, and per kid you can have a chaperone get in for free. So the 4 kids went, and then my husband and I and my sister and her boyfriend, and so we all got to experience it and save a couple $100. So that was real good. It's real expensive down there from here. I'm in Northern California, so it's down a little bit, but it's real expensive. The coast is no joke. Yeah, really cool though. Cool to go and see the animals and see the kids just run around, and they have so many things geared towards young children. It was a wonderful day. I tried to book a hotel, and I don't know if any of you guys have ever run into this, but I'm going to say this hotel, no, it wasn't a hotel, it was an inn. The pictures of it were more than just a little bit deceiving. I don't know where to stay. I just wanted a reasonable priced place for the 6 of us to stay. And the pictures of it made it look really presentable and like somewhere that you would be happy to take your family. Well, it was an adventure. We made the best of it, but it was really tiny. And our family of 6, we were so cramped. We had 1 kid on air mattress on the floor. Well, not on the floor, but it was on a high air mattress. We had 2 of our kids, the daughters, our girls were on one bed, and my husband and I slept on a queen bed with our 4-year-old son, who is like an acrobat at nighttime, sleeping in between us. And so, yeah, it was the most interesting night. Every hour, my husband and I would like wake up and we'd be like, "Is it morning yet?" And it wasn't morning yet. It was like 2 o'clock. So, anyways, and so we didn't want to move around and wake up everybody. So it was fun though, you know? It's one of those things that we'll laugh about later. Family memories. I mean, these are the days, right? We gotta try to enjoy it and spend time with our family. So, anyways, that's about it. That was pretty much the big thing that we had fun with since the last time I talked to you. In a couple weeks, I know that my next goal is to talk to you before we go to Disneyland at least once. We plan on going at the end of February. So I'm hoping 2 weeks from today, but 3 weeks latest. So, and then it stitches the next weekend. So I'm excited. I'm excited to meet Tristan and to meet Georgianne from Stitching Plaza, and just some people that you kind of interact with online a little bit, and then to be able to see them IRL is it's fun. So I love it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you if you guys made it to this time. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful crafty day. Bye.